Imagine a day that defies the very laws of nature, a day that stretches beyond the boundaries of time, not because of some cosmic accident or advanced technology, but because of a single audacious request. The story may sound like science fiction, yet it is recorded in one of the most ancient texts known to humanity, the Bible. Deep within its pages lies a miracle so extraordinary and so rarely discussed that it seems almost forgotten. It is the day when the sun and the moon stood still, pausing on command, so that a victory could be secured. This is not merely a tale of supernatural intervention. It's a story of faith, courage, and the power that flows from trusting in something greater than ourselves. To understand the magnitude of this event, we must first meet the hero at its heart, Joshua. Joshua was no ordinary leader. Chosen to follow in the footsteps of Moses, he inherited the daunting task of leading the people of Israel into the Promised Land, a land filled with formidable enemies and endless challenges. The journey was perilous, and the stakes were as high as they could be. Joshua's leadership was marked by moments of extraordinary boldness, but none more than on that day when the sun ceased its course. The situation escalated when the Israelites forged an unexpected alliance with the people of Gibeon. This peace agreement infuriated 5 neighboring kings who saw the pact as a threat to their own power. Led by Adoni-Zedek, the king of Jerusalem, these rulers combined their armies, setting out to crush Gibeon and, by extension, the Israelites themselves. As the armies marched, the people of Gibeon sent a desperate plea for help. "Do not abandon your servants. Come quickly and save us." Wah! Joshua, true to his word and confident in God's promise that no enemy could withstand him, rallied his troops. In the darkness before dawn, the Israelite army traveled through the night, scaling mountains to launch a surprise attack. The stage was set for a confrontation that would echo through the ages. When daylight broke, the battle erupted with ferocity. The Israelite forces, empowered by divine favor, cast their foes into chaos. As the enemy fled, a barrage of hailstones rained down from the heavens, dealing more devastation than any sword. Yet, amid the swirling conflict, Joshua faced an adversary that neither sword nor stone could defeat: the relentless march of time. The sun dipped lower in the sky, and with darkness approaching, the remaining enemy forces could escape, regroup, and threaten Israel once more. Standing amidst the fray, Joshua did something astonishing. He didn't whisper a quiet prayer. He spoke boldly to the very forces of nature. "Sun, stand still over Gibeon, and moon, over the valley of Aijalon." The words were not spoken in isolation, but in the presence of his entire army. And then, the miraculous occurred. According to the account in Joshua chapter 10, the sun stopped in the middle of the sky and delayed going down for about a full day. Imagine the scene: the battlefield bathed in unending daylight, the sun frozen in its position, granting precious hours for victory. How could such a phenomenon occur? The modern mind naturally turns to questions of physics and astronomy. Wouldn't the cessation of Earth's rotation cause catastrophic destruction? The Bible, however, does not aim to explain miracles through scientific terms. It relates events as they were witnessed. This is what scholars call phenomenological language, describing things as they appear to human observers. We do this even today, referring to sunrise and sunset, despite knowing the earth revolves around the sun. For Joshua and his army, the sun quite literally seemed to stand still. Some modern interpretations suggest possible natural explanations, such as an eclipse or an unusual atmospheric event. However, the biblical account is unconcerned with such details. What mattered was the miracle itself and its significance. There has never been a day like it before or since, a day when the Lord listened to a human being. The narrative even references the Book of Jashar, an ancient chronicle now lost to history, indicating that this was not merely legend, but a testament preserved by those who witnessed it. This miracle, then, is more than an ancient curiosity. At its core, it is a lesson in faith and divine purpose. The extension of daylight was not a random act. It served a clear goal, ensuring the fulfillment of God's promise to the people of Israel. The story reminds us that true success and victory do not come solely from human effort or military might, but from the faithfulness of God. Joshua's greatest weapon was not his strength, but his willingness to believe that the impossible was possible. The courage displayed by Joshua was not rooted in arrogance or recklessness. It was founded on trust. Trust that the same God who parted the Red Sea and brought down the walls of Jericho could also command the sun and moon. This message resonates even today, reaching across centuries to challenge and inspire. Each of us faces battles that seem insurmountable, moments when time itself feels like an enemy. Whether in health, relationships, or personal struggles, we know what it means to feel desperate for a miracle. Joshua's story is a reminder that faith is not passive. It is an active, daring response to adversity, a willingness to ask for what seems impossible and to believe that help will come. It teaches us that, even when circumstances appear hopeless and time is running out, our cries for assistance are heard. The God who answered Joshua listens to us as well, inviting us to trust, to act, and to expect the extraordinary. That day, when time itself was stretched for nearly another whole day, stands as a testament, not just to the power of faith, but to the reality that miracles are possible when we align our desires with a higher purpose. It's a story that encourages us to look beyond the limits of our understanding and to believe that, for causes rooted in justice, mercy, and truth, even the heavens may pause in their course. If this story has sparked something within you, strengthened your faith, or simply awakened your sense of wonder, consider sharing it with someone who may need encouragement today. Reflect on the miracles that have touched your life, or those you hope to see. Remember, the legacy of Joshua's bold request is not just in the victory that was won, but in the faith that dared to ask for the impossible and received an answer. In times of challenge and uncertainty, may we embrace the lesson of that forgotten miracle and hold fast to the belief that faith truly can move both heaven and earth.